Hello YouTube, it's Liz again and welcome to another YouTube Live here on Annie's YouTube channel. As always, we have another fun crochet tutorial for you, and don't forget, I'm live, so if you have any questions about what I'm doing, just post something in the chat and I can hopefully help you. What I'm working on today is in the description. So if you want to order the magazine, which is Crochet World, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. But just so you know, if you don't have this one, you can get it in the link in the description, because the tutorial today is the Poppin' Daisies throw. So this is a pattern that's in the June issue of Crochet World. And what I'm going to show you how to do, as you can see, it's this like lattice pattern. Hello from Canada! This lattice pattern, and I'm going to show you how to work all of the rows actually in the stitch pattern for this lattice pattern. So once you see how I do this, you'll be able to make this whole blanket, because it's only a 4-row repeat. The other thing I'm going to show you how to do is a foundation double crochet. So if you haven't worked foundation double crochets, make sure you check this out, because it's a really, really fun technique to do in crochet. And this pattern starts with all foundation double crochet stitches. And before I flip my phone and start on the tutorial, which I am going to get to, I just wanted to let you guys know that I got 2 new issues in the mail already. So if you are a subscriber, you probably got yours. If not, you'll probably get them in a day or two. But I just wanted to give you a quick sneak peek in case you don't have those, or in case you're not subscribed, you can go ahead and subscribe. So I get Crochet Magazine. This is one of my subscriptions, and you get this one, I believe it's 4 times a year. You get like spring, autumn, winter, and summer. So it's quarterly. And this one has lots of, if you're really into garments, you're always going to get a lot of beautiful garments in this one. And I absolutely love this autumn issue so far. It's got some really beautiful sweaters and pullovers that I definitely want to make. So hopefully I can share some of that with you on one of my lives. The other one I got is another Crochet World. So this one comes even more often if you want to subscribe to this one. And it comes in every other month. So I got one in June, and this is August. And then I'll get another one in October. So this one's got a lot more maybe home things, hats, lots of Afghans if you like Afghans. Bags, things like that, and some garments too, shawls, and so it's a little bit of a mix of other things. Lots of mosaic in this one, so if you're interested in mosaic and you're learning mosaic crochet with lots of beautiful colors, this is a great issue to have. Okay, so I just wanted to show you those because I was excited. It's always so fun and exciting to get a new issue in the mail, because they're always great. So if you don't know how to do a foundation double crochet, let's get started on that, because I really want you to know how to do this stitch. You can substitute it with any pattern that you're using. It's especially useful when you're doing a large Afghan and you don't want to work into each of those chains. Like let's say for this one in particular, it's a good thing that the designer used the foundation double crochet, because if she hadn't and I was making this, I would have used that anyway, because it starts with like 164, and that's way too many stitches to be working into each of those little chains. And with a foundation double crochet, you're working that first foundation chain along with the first row, so you're doing both of those at the same time. So you don't have to work into small chains, and you don't have that issue where the bottom of your piece is sort of tight and your chains are tighter and then the rest expands out. So if you don't know how to do it, let's dive into that, because I think you're really going to love this. So I'm going to flip my phone, and if you join me, remember we're live, so if you pop on, say hello, let me know you're here. And let me know if you have any questions about this, and you can let me know where you're joining from and what you're working on, okay? So here is the little piece that I made. So I'm going to show you a small piece like this of the Poppin' Daisies throw. And as you can see, here's where we started with the foundation stitches, okay? So let me show you how to do that. You can do foundation stitches with single crochet, half double crochet, treble crochet, whatever you want. And you can, like I said, substitute any of your patterns with this. So for the double crochet, we're going to start with a chain of 3, and that's all you're going to have to chain. So we start with our slip knot and do 3 chains. Okay, so now I'm going to work into this first chain, this one here, and this is going to be my first foundation double crochet. So for double crochet, you're going to yarn over, you're going to insert your hook into that first chain that you made, okay, and then you're going to yarn over and make a chain. So I made a chain, okay. So now I have 3 loops on my hook, and I can complete a double crochet. So you're just going to yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through 2. So that's how you make the first one. The first one is a little bulky, but that's okay. You can always tighten it up. Now you're going to sort of turn your work over so you can see that first chain that we made, which is right there. It is, there's like sort of the V. There's 1 loop and there's 1 loop of the V. And now we're going to do the next foundation stitch. We're going to work into that chain, okay? So I'm going to do this really slow so you can see. So you yarn over, and then you just insert your hook under both loops of that chain that you made and make another chain. So there's my chain. Okay, so see how I did twice the yarn over to make the chain? And then you can complete the double crochet. So pull through 2 and pull through 2. So here you can see I have a little chain at the bottom. So let's do that again. Yarn over. First make your chain. So yarn over, pull through, and that yarn over, pull through. So that's how you make the chain. There's the chain. You can see it right there. And then complete the double crochet. So see how it just looks like a normal row of double crochets, and see how at the bottom it looks like a starting chain. So let's do that again. Yarn over, don't forget to make your chain, which is yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through. There's the chain right there. And then you can pinch the chain to remember that that's where you have to go into for the next one, and then complete your double crochet. Okay. So yarn over, insert your hook, make your chain. You have to complete the chain, so make sure you do the 2 yarn overs, and then complete your double crochet. See how I'm pinching the chain, so I remember that's where I need to go back into to work my next one. So just rotate it, go under both of those loops, yarn over, complete your chain. There's my chain. And then complete my double crochet. Let's do 1 or 2 more just so you can make sure you got this. So yarn over, rotate, so I'm going under both of the loops of that chain that I made, yarn over, and then yarn over again to make my chain, and then complete your double crochet. And once you get the hang of this, you can do it really quickly. And for me, it's faster than doing a chain. It might seem like it's going to take longer, but it's not. It's actually faster than making that first chain and then trying to work into each of those chains, because it can be a little tricky to work into those chains, especially if your starting chain is too tight, which a lot of people make it too tight. So if you use the foundation stitches, you're never going to have an issue with your starting chain being too tight, because you're making those chains with the same tension, basically, that you're making the rest of your stitch. So see? It looks just like a normal old row of a
a starting chain, and then a row of double crochet. And there's all my chains underneath. They look just nice and perfect, and there's the top of my stitches. So that's it. That's how you do foundation double crochet. I hope you enjoyed that. Give me a thumbs up if you liked that. Hopefully you learned it. If you've done it before, you probably use it all the time because it is a really handy stitch to have. So what I did here is I started with 29 of the foundation double crochet in the purple, just so I can show you how to work the lattice for the Poppin' Daisy throw. So for your blanket, you're going to start with 172 of those, okay? I'm only doing 29. This is just a sample, of course. Okay, so we did, that was row 1. We did all our foundation double crochets. Now for row 2, and I'm just following along with the pattern in the issue, so if you have the issue, you can follow along with me. So we're going to chain 1 and single crochet in the first double crochet. And then we're going to single crochet, okay, then we're going to chain 9 and skip 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're going to skip 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then single crochet in the next double crochet. In case I didn't mention it, I'm using a 5mm hook. These are my Susan Bates. These are my favorites, and I'm using a worsted weight yarn. And this one is, I love this yarn. So now we're going to chain 3 and single crochet in the next double crochet, so right next to there. And then we're going to chain 9 and skip 7 again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Skip 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And single crochet in the next stitch. And then repeat from start. Let's see. Skip 7. Okay, and then chain 9 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me make sure I got this right. Chain 3, chain 9, skip 7, repeat from star, single crochet. Okay, so I missed this step right here. So before we do another 9, we have to do a 3. Hi Heather, thanks for joining me. We did the foundation double crochet, and now we're doing the pattern with the Poppin' Daisy throw. So in case you missed the beginning, but you could always rewatch it because it's going to stay on YouTube. So this is what I'm doing now, this little lattice pattern. Okay, so I did the chain 9, and then the chain 3, and then the chain 9 again, and now we're going to do the chain 9 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Skip 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Single crochet. And then it says to do that to the last 2 double crochet. So you're going to single crochet in the next double crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the last double crochet. Okay, so here I am ending at my last 2. So I'm just going to single crochet, chain 1, and then single crochet in that last stitch. And that's the end of my row. There's Diane. Hi, Diane. Diane says, I love the lattice pattern. Yes, it is really pretty and very unique. It's the first time I've done a pattern like this, and it's really fun. I like it. So now we're going to do row 3, which is chain 1, turn, single crochet in the first single crochet. And then single crochet in the chain 1 space. Okay, so here's that little chain 1 space that I just made in the previous row. And now we're going to work across this chain of 9 that we made. So working across the chain 9, we're going to double crochet in 4 chains. And the pattern says specifically double crochet in 4 chains. So we're going to go directly into the chains. If it said the space, then we would just go through the space like that. But it says into 4 chains. So I'm going to follow the pattern and go right into that chain. So that's 1. That's 2. Three, and 4. Now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and single crochet in the next chain, which is right here, and then chain 2 again, and double crochet in the next 4, okay? So still we're working into the chains, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that should take you right to the end of that chain 9 that you made. So see how it's going to make a little peak right there at the top. Okay, now we're going to single crochet in the next chain 3 space, and that's right here, and then we're going to do that all over again what we just did. Okay, so remember we're working right into the chains. 1, 2, 3, and 4 double crochets. Chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, and then 4 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I hope this is helpful. I often go on to the Annie's Crochet Facebook group. So if you don't know about the Facebook group, you just head over to Facebook and go to Annie's group, crochet group, and you can join the group there. And lots of people ask questions and give advice to other crocheters, and there's just people always show their work and things like that. So it's a great group to be in if you're really into crochet and want to learn more and just want to connect with other crocheters. And somebody in the group said that she really liked this lattice pattern, but she couldn't read the written instructions. So, some people crochet for years and years and don't know how to read patterns because they can get very wordy and confusing. So hopefully this will help. If the pattern looks a little, if you read patterns, it's not confusing, but if you don't, then it can be. So hopefully this will help you just to get an idea of what all these stitches look like. And sometimes it's helpful to see someone do it, and then you're like, oh, okay, I understand now what they're saying here. Okay, so let's see, we're on row across, ending less, repeat at star, star, so double crochet in each of the next 4 chains, single crochet in the next chain 3 space. Okay, so now I did all that. Now at the very end it says just single crochet in the chain 1 space, so that should be right in here, and then single crochet in the last single crochet. So that's the end of row 3. So you can see this little lattice pattern starting out. So now for row 4 we're going to start with a chain of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Turn your work and single crochet in the next chain 2 space. Okay, so we're going to skip all these double crochets, and here's the next chain 2 space right here. So we're going to single crochet in there, and then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in the next chain 2 space, and then chain 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we're just going to do this across, so we're skipping all of these stitches here, and we're going to find the next chain 2 space, which is right here, and then chain 3 again, and then single crochet in the next chain 2 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, go to the chain 2 space right here. And like I said, we're working this pattern step by step here. So if you want to make this blanket, this is pretty much the whole entire blanket. This is just a small sample, but this is what the whole blanket is going to be like. Okay, so now ending last, across to the last 4 double crochet. Okay, so I did that across to the last 4 double crochet, right? So there's the last 4. Now it says for the last 4, we're just going to chain 4 and double treble in the last single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a double treble is 3 yarn overs. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. That's a double treble. And we're going to work that right into this last single crochet here. So yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And that makes the corner, nice corner for our lattice, which matches this corner. And that was row 4, and on to the last row. And like I said, this is the last row of the repeat, and then after that it just repeats exactly what I just showed you. Okay, so we're going to start with a chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to work 4 double crochet into the same chain 4 space. So now it says space, it doesn't say work into the chains. So I'm going to work into the space. So here's the space right here. So just go right into there instead of having to go into the chains, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you just want to remember, you know, when it says space, work into the space. When it says chain, work directly into the chain. And now single crochet in the next chain 3 space. That's right here. And now in the next chain 9 space, work 4 double crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, 4 double crochet. So that's a lot. So let's do that in the next chain 9 space. And that's the space, this big hole right here. So we're going to go right into the space with 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 2, 1, 2, single crochet, chain 2, and then another 4 double crochet. So if you missed the beginning of the video, go back and rewatch it because I showed you how to do a foundation double crochet, and that's a really important stitch to know in crochet. It'll make your work a lot easier. So if you missed that, go back and rewatch it. Okay, so now I'm going to go single crochet in the chain 3 space, and then we're just going to repeat that, okay? So here's my next chain 9 space. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 2, single crochet. 1, 2, and then 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here's my next chain 3 space, so we're going to single crochet in there. And let's see, what are we going to do at the end here? So here's my last chain 9. Okay, so it says repeat from star to the last chain 9 space. So I'm at the last chain 9 space. And then we're going to do 4 double crochet in the chain space and then double crochet in the 5th chain of the beginning chain 9. Okay, so we're going to go right into the space with 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now here's the beginning chain 9, right? So we're just going to count up 5 because it says in the 5th chain of the beginning chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's the 5th chain. So I'm just going to work the last double crochet right into that chain. And that's going to make it so it's got a point at the corner. See how quick and simple that was? And we already made this lattice. So if you keep going, so then after you do row 5, you're just going to go back to row 2 and repeat rows 2 through 5 for the pattern. So I did a few more rows here, as you can see, but it's a very simple 4-row repeat. So you just keep working that row repeat, and if you miss the beginning, this is what the blanket looks like. So it's a really pretty, unique, interesting, which I've never seen this pattern before, that's why I love it, but it's a really pretty unique throw. And then you can just put your little daisies on it. So flip my phone. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and make sure you head over to Facebook and join the Annie's Crochet Facebook group if you're not already a member. And make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to see me again here on YouTube, remember I do another live tutorial every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So you can join me and ask any questions or just say hello. So if you subscribe to Annie's YouTube channel, you will get a notification whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. Bye.